Today, Ethan spent just $200 to buy an American muscle car. Although the body was covered in a thick layer of dust, it couldn't hide the sleek lines that gave the car its unmistakable sense of power and elegance. The date on the license plate showed that it hadn't been driven on public roads since October 1984, meaning it had been sitting for more than 40 years. According to the owner, this was a 1970 Dodge Challenger. It had previously been stored in another warehouse, but when that building was scheduled for reconstruction, the car was moved to its current location, where it had remained for nearly 30 more years. Unfortunately, the car no longer had an engine. The original 5.6-liter V8 had long since failed, which was the main reason the vehicle had been left sitting for so many years. The paint wasn't original either. At some point, the car had been repainted in a black and red color scheme, inspired by a classic Plymouth muscle car. After a friendly conversation, Ethan offered a price that satisfied the owner, and the deal was made. Before loading the car, Mike inflated all 4 tires. This made the vehicle much easier to move and significantly reduced the effort required. Using the built-in winch system on the trailer, the old muscle car was slowly pulled aboard. A short time later, the Challenger was safely parked inside the workshop. As always, the first step was a thorough exterior cleaning. Using a high-powered vacuum, the team carefully removed leaves, debris, spider webs, and other dry waste that could potentially clog drainage channels. This also helped prepare the car for the next stage of cleaning and ensured better results during the wash. Now, let's take a look at how professional car restorers clean wheels. First, a specialized tire cleaner was sprayed onto the rubber, while an iron remover was applied to the wheel itself. Using stiff brushes, they aggressively scrubbed away years of oxidation from the tire surface, restoring the rubber's original deep black appearance. For stubborn dirt and contamination on the body, Ethan applied a pre-wash foam solution. This helped soak and break down the grime in advance, allowing it to either fall away naturally or be removed more easily during the following cleaning stages. The foam also acted as a lubricant. During pressure washing, it created a protective layer over the paint surface, reducing the risk of scratches caused by dirt and abrasive particles. The first generation Dodge Challenger featured one of the most iconic designs of the muscle car era. Its flowing body lines and aggressive styling created a powerful visual presence that perfectly reflected the car's performance-oriented character. The classic front grille, paired with bold dual round headlights, gave the car a commanding appearance, emphasizing both strength and personality. Its wide stance and low-slung profile highlighted its muscle car heritage, giving it a planted and confident look, while hinting at the performance hiding beneath the sheet metal. At the rear, the design remained simple, yet highly recognizable. The long rectangular taillights became one of the car's signature features and offered excellent visibility at night. The slightly raised rear end gave the impression that the car was always ready to launch forward at a moment's notice. It was unclear whether the fuel filler cap had been lost over the years, or whether the design had originally been intended that way. Since it matched the body color, it didn't look out of place. Even though the engine bay was now completely empty, Ethan still gave it a thorough cleaning. A clean engine compartment would make future repairs and installation work much easier. Due to the technological limitations of the era, as well as the vehicle's original design philosophy, the factory 5.6-liter V8 produced only 279 horsepower and 461 newton meters of torque. Despite those modest numbers by modern standards, fuel consumption ranged from 12 to 18 liters per 100 kilometers. The primary reason was the carbureted fuel delivery system. Compared with modern fuel injection technology, carburetors offered far less precise fuel control and could not accurately adjust fuel delivery based on engine operating conditions. As a result, fuel consumption was significantly higher. However, in the American market of the time, the first generation Challenger attracted tremendous attention and admiration from enthusiasts. Its responsive handling and strong acceleration delivered a direct and engaging driving experience, allowing it to remain highly competitive among other performance cars of its era. The next stage involved tackling the dirtiest part of the restoration process, the interior. To clean the cabin properly, the seats had to be removed. The smell inside was so unpleasant that Mike was forced to wear a respirator while working. After manually removing large pieces of trash, the team once again used a powerful vacuum cleaner to remove loose debris and dust from the interior. This method captured dust immediately, rather than allowing it to spread throughout the cabin, resulting in a much more thorough cleaning process. At the same time, Ethan began professionally cleaning the seats. A leather cleaner was applied first, followed by careful scrubbing with a melamine sponge. Next came a steam cleaner, which not only removed dirt trapped in folds and seams, but also eliminated mold and other harmful contaminants hidden deep within the stitching. Finally, the seats were wiped dry with clean towels. To break down years of stub and grime, a soft brush was used to carefully scrub the seams and creases. This also helped improve the effectiveness of the cleaning products. Excess cleaner was then removed with towels to prevent damage to the interior surfaces. Floor mats are usually the dirtiest part of any vehicle's interior. After being thoroughly soaked with cleaning solution, they were scrubbed using power tools. This not only improved efficiency, but also delivered far better results than manual scrubbing. Once cleaned, the mats were rinsed with a pressure washer and hung in a shaded area to dry. As for the chrome trim pieces, toothpaste and steel wool were used to polish away the oxidized surface layer. After wiping them clean, it became clear that the chrome plating itself had already suffered significant damage. With that, the entire cleaning process finally came to an end. Now came the big question: should this Challenger receive a brand new engine and a complete restoration, or would it make more sense to dismantle it and sell the parts? To help answer that question, Ethan visited the workshop of his longtime friend Ben to get an estimate of the restoration costs. Ben then showed him around his massive parts warehouse. Inside were stacks of wheels, brand new Hellcat seats, door panels, hoods, and even the complete body shell of a perfectly preserved 1971 Challenger. Ultimately, the total investment would depend entirely on the owner's goals. Ben's first recommendation was a Hellcat engine. According to him, it would require very little modification to the engine bay and could be installed almost perfectly.
Wow, look at that. Holy smokes!
So what do you think? If this Challenger belonged to you, would you restore it with a modern engine, or would you part it out and cash in on the components?